Hey guys, Thomas from Team Sakurasou here, coming at you guys with another Yu-Gi-Oh! Mark Watch for you guys, and today we have some crackhead buyouts, and I really mean that. Some of these buyouts are just so stupid that I don't actually have a reason to tell you why they got bought out. I just kind of have to show you. But before we get into it, if you guys could smash that like button, subscribe, that would be awesome. We're almost at 3,200 subscribers. We're like 23 off, so if the 28% of people who are not subscribed hit that sub button, we might even be closer to 3,300. So consider doing that. If you're buying any cards off TCG Player, please use my full link down in the description below. Helps out the channel to no additional cost to you. Thank you to all my YouTube channel members. I really appreciate you guys. And I have a P.O. box in the description below if you guys want to send me any cool cards, collections, stuff to open, letters, all that fun little jazz. Also, if you guys want me to go over any cards, let me know in the comment section below or alert me of any buyouts. And we're going to get right into it. So Wind Up Kin Ultimate Rare. Now, this was a card I told people to grab. Not just because of Carrier coming off and that this card is actually really good nowadays. Especially because if you decide to play Wind Up Kids, you can actually play them with Sprite. And this is a level 2. And it's really, really good with that. But the point being is I thought before we got Sprite in the TCG, this might see some sort of play. Since you target monster point controls, return it to hand. And it can only be used once while the card's face up on the field. And if you guys don't know about windups, which is okay, I think it's been a decade since they've seen play anyway, they get their effects every time they hit the field, essentially, but it's once while they're on the field. So if you get Kitten on the field 4 separate times, like let's say you were born it 3 times, right? You would get it to be able to return a target. You get to target monster or poke controls every single time and bounce that card. Now, maybe because people actually finally think Carrier is going to come off, which I really do. It's not copium, guys. People are already testing stuff with Wind Up Splice, because the deck could be something, honestly. Now, 13 for Unlimited here. Cool. All right. That seems fair to me. Well, 13, a little much. 38 for a Lightly Played. That's not even first. That's crazy. And now we have a first in your mint for $75. Do not buy this card at this price. That's... Ultras are also bought out. I mean, you have... one over here for about $6-9. You know, we have a like what I don't understand why people even put this as a placeholder. It just makes no sense to me. Well, we have a bunch of unlimited near mints for 13, but you might as well get the ulti here for 13 instead of getting these ultras. It just doesn't make any sense. Better to have an unlimited ulti than an unlimited ultra. First set for $30. Again, just get the ultis at that point. Alba Lentis, the Abyss Dragon. Now, this card has been going up because of Bysted, and Bysted are actually really good, especially when we get them in the TCG, and they're going to be used with a couple cards like Branded. And Alba is actually something that it's not, people are saying they're maxing out on this card. I didn't see that personally, but the card is really good there because you can honestly just play it for free, dump your stuff, all that. These are $16, and well, I haven't seen them maxed out. I mostly see 2 copies. It's not possible that they play a third. 18, 19 over here. This card is going up. It was a $5-6 card. And Dimension Force in general is quite cheap. I actually want to show before I go to the Starlight Rare. Boxes of Dimension Force are like $52. It's something to keep an eye on because the set is having random cards spike at different times. It's more like what card's going to go up out of Dimension Force now. So just be wary that Sealed is quite cheap if you want it now. Now, Starlight Albas, I told people if at about 80 to 100, it's not a bad buy if you want it. And the card did get bought out. I thought that the buyout was a little bit dumb, but it was, you know, a branded card, whatever. Well, they're back down to about, you got 99 there, 106, 108. They go up to 130 over here, which is great, but this card's definitely going to see play in Bysted. If it does, I see 200 on this Starlight for sure. So, if you guys saw the buyout that happened originally with this card and thought to yourself, wow, you know, I guess I should have listened to Team Sakurasou and got one. Well, you got another shot here. Guardia Chimera also going up because of Bysted over here. These are about $45 to $48, $50. This card is really good. It only has 28 listings, actually. In fact, I want to see... What's the next page look like? $60, $65. That's pretty insane. Now, another card out of Battles of Chaos that's also going up is Illusion of Chaos, $40 over here. You know, Battles of Chaos is a set that was very underestimated. I mean, I told people get Dark Charmers instantly when they came out for about 200-ish. I said, hey, if you want to even grab multiple, it's just more money for you. If you did, well, this is the lowest I've seen it ever since it got bought out. So, you know, you got some other pretty cool Starlights here. If you pull this, it's cool. I think these are like once per case. I forgot the ratio on this because it's such an oddball out there for a set. I mean, it's cool, don't get me wrong, but... You know, 65 for a box. It's not terrible. You also have Advents here, which I told people would hit $20 to $30. I thought maybe 25. I mean, you got one here for 17, 23, but then 25 here. So a lot of people doubted me for some reason that that card would go up. I'm not too sure why, but I guess I do market watches for a reason, right? You know, so you got $25 ultra rare. 2 secrets are worth a good amount of money if you pull them. And then the rest of this set, it's, well, not in the shitter. I mean, this is pretty good for a random ultra rare, $6 to $8. For something not meta, 7 on her, 5. You know, the set has a little bit extra value. You know, $5 for your DDs over here. Like, your ultras are solid. Super Darks for 2s. Super Dictators of D for $2 here. But if you know, Ultimate Fusions are $1. That's actually pretty much close to $1 on Magic Haribo. This set has a lot more value than people like. The issue is it's actually spread out too much, oddly enough, over here. Like, if it maybe had a $100 secret rare, the set would be great, but it doesn't. So, Secret Metaverse here. Now, someone told me on my live stream that this card got bought out. And right now, it is $34, $35, which isn't as bad as $50. I told people this was just pure stupidity. And look over here, guys. One person bought it for 31. Rest are about 14, which, again, this card is used not only in speed duels, but it's the highest rarity in Metaverse. So people want to play something with Mystic Mind, all that, and they want to play the high rarity, they grab this. The fact that you only need 1 copy makes it more alluring. This card, I understand why it's worth double digits, but 34, 35 is way too much. And regardless if you think it's this price or not, people aren't buying it at this price. So... You know, and remember, this was on the 17th, by the way. So the last 2 days, people bought one for 14 and 13, respectively. Gift exchange. Someone told me this was getting bought out. I don't see it. Unless there's, like, another version here that I'm missing. I don't see it. Now, this card, the reason why I think people told me to look at it is because it's kind of the new meme format in Yu-Gi-Oh! For those who don't know. It's like, over here, it's like, oh, Master Duel with 2 ban lists, OTG with their ban lists. Dual Links with their ban list. You know, Master Duel had 2 ban lists before, all that. And then right over here is the TCG with 0 ban lists. I think that's why people want me to look at this. But both players banish 1 card from their decks face down. If they do during the end phase of this turn, both players add to their hands the cards their opponent's banished by this effect. So, I don't know what card you play some, you know, garbage card essentially. Like, you know, Gift Exchange. Something along those lines, and you give it to your opponent has to give 1 card to you. Knowing they have to give you at least something that is okay that you could use for the most part, while you could play a garbage card and give them a bad card. As well as, since, you know, it does banish as well, so during your turn, if you get effects off how many, you know, face down banish cards you have, well, or banish cards in general, like, you know, Shotri-La. I used to call it Kasharti, but someone finally told me how to pronounce it right. So, shout outs to Kid Navajo. Help doing me a solid. Orchestrated Harp Horror from Super Rare from OTS Tournament Pack 11. I want to go over some banned cards over here. 7 for Supers. They go up to 10s, though. You know, Konami will bring it back eventually. Babbles here. Dollars here. If you are upset that you don't have Harp Horrors, you know what card you could get right now? Babble. $1. Pretty good investment, honestly. Orchestrated Nightmare, $2 going up to 3. Another good card that you should be getting a few copies of. You know, it's people look at the card that's banned. They don't look at the card that is going to help the card that's banned. If we get 1 Harp Horror, people are actually willing to play Orcust again. And they're going to want their Super Nightmares, not their commons. They're going to want their Super Babbles, not their common Babbles. Right? So, if you can, it's not difficult to look a few steps ahead in this game. All right, in life it is. This game, not so much. So, you know, Galatea, the Orchestrated Automatic, and by the way, I just want to say this one more time. If you learn how to look a little bit more ahead in Yu-Gi-Oh! It could teach you this habit that a lot of people don't have. I'm not trying to give life advice here, but people will just think step A goes to step B. They won't be thinking about step C and step D at all. They don't know how to think ahead. They just think when they hear that to think about the very next step. Nothing in the future, not all the implications, and actually think about things, right? And that's something this game taught me at an early age, and you can be sure how much it's helped me in life. Like, I have to admit, if you actually told me that what's one lesson that you would take out of this game, it'd probably be that. Like, critical thinking is just insane. And this game really does teach it. Ulti Galatea is here. $73. 70 bucks here from Sweet Treat Games. What's really funny is that has 907 sales, but I'm positive I bought from this store and had a wonderful time. Maybe something that was similar, I don't know. But $72, $80, and I actually don't know these people, by the way, at all. I like it when people like name their shops like cool stuff. I don't know, I like looking at the names. Maybe I'm just weird like that. Beautiful card, reminds me of Near Anima. Then we have Diviner the Herald here. Now, mega packs are like 12, 13 bucks here. This card's just not going down anytime soon. People just want to play Drytron as well currently. Originals here at about 27 here. 28. It's not bad for OGs, to be honest. Lobster over here, $6.50 going up to $7. We're getting more generator support. And this card, when it did not get reprinted in the tins, I actually told people, hey, this is something that you should maybe be looking at for about 50 cents or $1, right? And I told people that a few times afterwards. I'm not going to sit here and tell you I told you so. I brought this card up when it was $1 or less, maybe 3 times, right? But a few months apart, because you never know, right? And here it is, right? So if you got these at like literally not even $1, you made a lot of money here, percentage wise. And people might be thinking, well, you're only making like, $5, $6, maybe $7. If you got this for 50 cents and you got multiples and you're selling for $7, how much what is the percentage? You have to think that, right? You made, so, let's say you got this right at $1, right? Make life simple here. Well, you made roughly 6 times your money back then. Yeah, you can say it's only making $5 a copy, sure, but percentage-wise, what you invest in this card is you got quite a bit. Now, if you have War Rock Mountains, look, I'm going to give it to you guys straight. Will War Rock get support in the future? Possibly, right? Do I think this is a good investment? No, not really. I mean, it didn't get reprinted, so I understand the logic. I mean, you're not even playing with, like, Dollar Tree money at this point because it's $1.25 plus tax, right? So you're really not even playing with that anymore. If you want this card, go for it. If you're right, I'm very happy for you. Now, please don't ask me to go over this card again. Primitive Planet Reciphobia. Now, first of all, I want to say that the artwork on this card is very underrated. I'm a thirsty boy. Now, $3, $4 for your primitive planets. You have to also remember it says add a Scareclaw monster or Starfrost from your deck to your hand. And monsters should put controls to 100 attack defense for each defense position monster on the field, which it works more for Scareclaws, but it's something you can kind of play around with if you're just trying to search for Starfrost. If there are more defense position monsters are on the field, you can target one card your opponent controls to destroy it. You can only use this effect of Primitive Planet once per turn. And if you're playing Visa in a certain combo deck, depending on what your end board is, you can actually put your cards in defense because not only will it protect from Lightning Storm, but you got Pop. So, card's a little odd because Scareclaw, but that's how Scareclaws kind of operate. This is definitely more of a Scareclaw card. They just added the Starfrost. Now, Unchained Abomination. Now, I heard that some pro players have been talking about this card, and, it's been coming up lately. And I've always told people to get their copies at $3 because what this card does, essentially, is if a card on the field is destroyed by a card effect, except for, this card, you could target a card on the field and destroy it. A monster destroyed by battle, target a card on the field, destroyed, right? During the end phase, right? Target a card on the field and destroy it. So, if you are destroying cards, you're most likely going to get 2 pops from this card. Depending on how you play your cards, 3 pops from one Link 4. As well, it's a 3000 beat stick. The arrows are pretty good. It's 2+ monsters, including a Link monster, so it's kind of nice to link up to because you don't have to use like 3 or more, which is really nice. I just think that the reason why this was what derailed this card was access code, because access code is just an OTK card, and I hate to say it, but I would probably run access code more than this. But it's at each end phase you get a pop, so that includes your opponent's end phase, and these effects are on your opponent's end phase, so you can actually have interrupts, right? That's what this card is going for. And this card, believe it or not, has always sold. Like, I remember, like, every time I buy this card, I would sell it instantaneously, right? People on TCG Player buy this card all the time. People in shops like to trade for them, right? This card has been very popular. It's just, it hasn't hit a meta peak, right? Now, you have 465, over here, $4, but they're really 7.5. Like, if I refresh, actually, I want to see. How many listings do we have? Okay, no, we still have the 3 here for about $4.65. Then they go up to $9. The card's running out of copies for sure. Now, the tins. People wanted me to do a 5 cards to get from the tins. Now that prices have settled. Well, let me tell you this. Yeah, it's 2 weeks, I think we've had the tins. Roughly. Roughly 2 weeks. Maybe even just a week. The prices haven't settled down as much as you think, right? What I would grab from this right now, if you are looking at them, like, everything looks very solid now. In fact, the value is a lot better than how they were day one, to be honest. Here, incredible crazes are going up, DPEs are going up. It's link it to the range. I told people to get this at $1 though. I didn't have it as a series, but I told people it's underrated. Here, what I would probably grab are Ghost Spells. Ghost Spells, I think, at 3.5 are very good. Ogres are good. Heavenly Prisons are good. Nibiru's are good. Right over here, Dark Rulers are amazing. Shifters are really good because people are thinking this is going to get hit. Look, hey, yes? Guys, I have like a cat here, by the way, and he's grabbing me. And I just want to show you guys over here. Look at him. He's a very cute kitty. I don't know if you guys can see him, so I'm going to show it to him real quick here. Oh, fat kitty. He likes to grab me when I'm like moving my hands around and stuff, and he just like kisses up. He's such a cute kitty. So I stopped the recording just to adjust myself, and I realized that during this entire video, I think you guys actually were able to see him. So hopefully you guys like having a friend here. But back to D-Shifter. Look, if the card is going to be in the TCG as a reprint, they are not going to hit the card. All right, this card is a very safe pickup, 99%. These are dollars, which are very interesting. I would pick these up, but they're just bulk cards you could like throw in your binder. I think that kits right now are an amazing investment. If you want to grab kits, I would do it right now, for sure. Values, Emblem of Honors from Ancient Prophecies. Now, I remember getting this card at $6, dude. This 170 for first and light play. First and near mints are $300. And people are buying them. 3 here for $300 here. So, a lot of people are just getting the unlimiteds and kind of calling it a day here. And I kind of understand why. First and light plays here for like 100 here that we're selling. That's pretty good, actually. I don't even have filters on. There's not even really any unlimited lightly plays or near mints, unless you want Italian, which we'll take a look at how Italian looks. I don't really like it, actually. It's not my thing. Can you settle down, please? Thank you. Ancient Sacred Wyvern. Now, if you guys don't know, I actually love this card. This is one of my favorite Ulti Synchros from 5Ds. It's a light tuner and then any regular monster. Its effects are when your life points are higher than your opponent's, this card gains attack equal to the difference. When your life points are lower than your opponent, this card loses attack equal to the difference. When this card is destroyed by balance into the graveyard, you can pay 1,000 life points and special summon this card. So this card is at least, it could actually be a pretty decent wall. Like you can actually just sit on a 2,000 defense wall over here if your opponent just keeps attacking and swinging. And you can kind of buy yourself a little bit of time as well as having a monster on board to at least do something with. But if your life points are higher, which we back in 5Ds and even now with the Row Mages, people actually play decks where the life points kind of matter, all that. And we have Moonlit Chill. You could get this to quite beefy. Now, it's only when it's destroyed by battle can it reborn itself. If it was when it was destroyed in general, the card would have been a lot better, but 17 for unlimiteds. I mean, you actually have some for 13 here, which is not too bad here. Now, first editions here are $50. I actually remember getting mine at like 44. 70 for, well, for near mints, actually, I got them for 44. 70 for near mints here. Would I grab this card? No, but it's definitely a cool piece of history. Ultra rares, which I actually do have ultra rares as well, because I love the ultra. These are about $7 for a unlimited near mint. Now, first editions are almost bought out here, actually. So, you know, $8, you know. I don't think this is a bad old school card to get for $8. First edition, especially from Ancient Prophecy. Not many copies left. I don't think you're losing here at getting a lightly played for $8. And then we have, you know, this thing. So, yeah. Just your confident from Ancient Prophecy. Now, this card, you just special summon the card, right? And if you do, you can return this card and one monster put controls to the owner's hands or and face of your opponent's turn. Here's the thing, right? You could just special summon this card. This card doesn't have any clause. It's just, if you want to put a body on field, just put it down. You don't have to control no monsters. Your opponent doesn't have to control more monsters than you do. It's just put it on the board. The end phase effect is kind of cute. It's something here. It's also a level 1, but there's no reason to 1-for-1 this when it's free, right? That's what I find very funny about this card. Now, this card sees a lot of play in a lot of rogue decks. $6, $6.70 for unlimited. For an unlimited super, that's not bad. First and light plays do have a difference of basically twice the amount. 13 for lightly played. It's here for about 18, but not many near mints here overall. I mean, it's not bad to get these light plays. Sorry, guys, I had a little bit of indigestion here. The light plays aren't too bad for this card. Gaia played the Earth Giant, Ancient Prophecy. Now, this card does have a reprint, and I don't know why it's bought out. I really can't give you a reason here, but people have to know something I don't here. But this card was always worth money from these purchases. Now, this card can be special by play 2 rock-type monsters in your graveyard. The attack and defense of an opponent's monster that battles with this card is health. Cool, right? During the standard phase, you must remove rock play monster from the graveyard or send this card to the graveyard. You know, we have the ulti over here. Does the ulti have the full text? No, it doesn't. How the attack and defense of any monster that battles with this card. Okay, no, they just put it at the top here. Whatever. So, ultra rares are first set like play 18, then near mints are 32. With first and near mints, there was one copy here for 25. Then you have ultis here. I mean, you have an ulti here for 11.59. Just grab the ultis. That's if you want this card, just grab an ulti. I wouldn't mess with the ultras at all. XX Saber got him here. You know, old school card was played in Virtual World for a little bit here. You tribute an X Saber monster to have your opponent discard one random card from their hand. 3100 attack, by the way. They made this in mind to like beat over bigger cards as well. These are about lightly played unlimited $10. Not bad. Look, if you want it unlimited, and you know, X Sabers are a fan favorite deck at the end of the day, which I don't know why they don't get any more support. That's not too bad. Now, a first edition here is going to rack you up a lot more. $33, $34. So there is a difference between getting unlimited lightly played and unlimited near mints. Like, you know, the prices for a lightly played here, you can't be too upset at it. In all honesty, it does go up to 25. So do you want to spend, you know, 25% amount to get what's called? Would you guys spend 4 times the amount of money to get that first edition stamp? And that's kind of what this card goes to. I would personally just get it unlimited. Not even because, hey, if you're not happy with unlimited, that's fine. But I just think that card is going to close in the gap between first set sooner rather than later. Now, Ancient Fairy Dragon here, a card that people say could come to 3 and it would do nothing. First of all, this card's not going to do nothing, right? Field spells are so they're so needed in the game. That's not even funny. Plus, once per turn, you can throw a field spell card, right? Okay, we already know what this is. People are going to want to make this for. Then you gain 1,000 life, and you add a field spell card from your deck to your hand, right? Imagine outing Mystic Mine and plussing, and getting 1,000 life for time. Insane. right? Lightly plates are 555 here. In fact, I don't really care about Slobberdon copies here. 559 for a lightly plate here. You could get multiple here. It does say 399, but if you get all four, you're paying the same price. 10, 12, first sets are 17, you know, for your ancient fairies right over here. We got ultimate. In fact, wait, what first set light plate? What are near mints though? 25 going up to 30. That's not too bad for a banned card. Ultimate rares over here. These are about 31, 33 for an unlimited lightly played. Doesn't seem too bad. I want to see what near mints are here. Near mints are double the price, and then first editions kind of go up to the moon here. 130. That's pretty bad, but you literally only have like 3 first editions here. You know, something to consider. If you get this for a lot cheaper for first ed ulti, might be good to bite the bullet. And then the last card we have today is Ghost Rare Ancient Fairy. Now, before I go over this card, make sure to smash that like button, subscribe for buying any cards off TCG. Player, please my affiliate link down in the description below. Helps out the channel to another show cost to you. And blah, 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 blah. Alright. Now, Mod Play Unlimited for 60. Lightly Plates for 75. Okay. That's not good, but it could be a lot worse. Damage for 126 here. That's cute for first edition. Near mint unlimited are 150. First ed near mint is 350. Now, funny enough, I actually do have the first ed Ghost Rare, but it is mod to play. I got for $10 though, so you can't get too upset. You have a light plate from Unverified here, and 97.1. You can't even 400, and then first ed light plate 515 here. You know, then you got 560 over here. Not too bad here. Near mint's $650. Okay, you know, old signer card, Ancient Prophecy first edition. I can't be upset that this is the price of the card. With that being said, guys, make sure to smash that like button and subscribe. Let me know what I'm going over in the comment section for the next market watch. You guys are going to have a fight cards out of your trade binder quite soon, and I will see you guys in the next one. Peace.